guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a real-time video because this shouldn't take very long, but I wanted to show you guys how I set up my things for my D-Lock comics. So first off, this is the template that I use. It's very simple, and when it's all put together in the not the D-Lock comics, the Yumichan's Daily Adventure comics. So when I put it all together in the Webtoons portal, it all just adds up very nicely together and runs very smoothly into one another without it being weird. So let's get into it. We're gonna get into this and we're gonna get each layer in here properly. There's no need for that. Alright. So the first thing I do is open all that I need when it comes to this. So I go and grab all that I need in here. And you guys aren't seeing this, but I'm grabbing all the images that I need that I already scanned in. I hit open, and then it'll open all of the each individual panels that I've done traditionally. So each panel shows up in here. They're not quite in order just because of the way that I labeled them. So this is going to be the first one here, and then I'm going to have to go way back over on this side up here and grab the rest of them. So the first thing that I do is I select this one here, copy it, and then I go over to the template, I paste it. It'll automatically paste it underneath just because of the way that I have it set up. I close the one I no longer need just to make sure that I keep the space, and then I transform this one. This is just so that I can make it easier to fit into my template. So as you can see, and I'm fighting with a cat right now, as you can see, it doesn't exactly fit into my template. So what I do at this point is I slightly change the formatting, and then I hit enter. Now the other thing that I do is that I adjust my filter, and I use the color adjustment curves. Let me see if I can't get that. Really? Stop, Boots. Okay, so you guys aren't gonna see this, but you guys are gonna be able to see what it's doing on my screen. So I adjust the curve so that the colors come out a little nicer, and so that you guys can see what was done a little bit more properly color-wise. And then I click OK, and then I'll also auto contrast it so that it looks a little bit better. So the next thing that I also do is I add my signature at the bottom in the color that I normally use and in the size that I want. I don't know why that didn't work. And I use the same type of writing for everything that I do on this. This just makes things a little bit easier. And I make sure to put it small enough that it doesn't take over my paper, which means that in this case, I believe it will be a 1 or a 2. For some reason, it wants to add zeros. Apparently 5 is the smallest I can go down to. So let's do that. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do why? This never happens. Like, what the heck is... Okay. acting weird on me for right now, and I'm not 100% sure why. So, with it being in the corner like this, I will not have to worry about it again, so which means that I can now save this. So with my signature being there, it means that people are going to be able to take this and recopy it and claim it as their own. That's just an easier way of me of doing things. So yeah, why is this so off? Whatever. Anyways, so that's how I do the first one and all of that jazz. So now and you're not gonna, again, not going to be able to see this, so I am going to save this under craw files. This is this is called Back from Hiatus. And I am going to save it as, I believe it has to be JPEG for this. I'm going to triple check. Okay, well, ping is allowed now, so we're gonna do ping. Ping was not allowed before. And we're gonna go under comic once again, and we're gonna go ping. And we're gonna save that in large file. So that makes it so that it's done. Then I unselect this one, I go to the next one, and I do the same thing again. So, bing, bang, boom. Remove that underneath. Please and thank you. Try to line it up as best as I can. Move it over again. Done, done. And we're gonna save as Back from Hiatus 1 in a ping image. Press enter. Done. That's it. We're done. We move on to the next one. I said no thank you. Back from Hiatus 2. The reason I deselect each image with each one is to make it easier for me to see what I'm doing, so that I can make sure that everything lines up properly and there's no overlapping with my comic. So this one wasn't much fixing to do, so that makes it really, really easy. Save as. 2. That's it. We move on to the next one. Again, no. Back from Hiatus 3. Copy, paste, transform. Make it smaller to fit my template. Fix that, and fix that. That's it. And then we go save again. I only fix the ones that absolutely need fixing, because if I fix every single one of them, this would take me forever to do. Some of them don't need fixing, some of them do. That all depends. Like, there's a big, like, blackish spot right here, so this one's gonna need fixing. So we're gonna go to that slope that I talked about, and we're gonna fix it. And we're gonna make sure that everything is up to par and standard that we need it to be. Why did I do that? Making my life complicated. Okay. So again, filter, adjust, auto contrast, filter, adjust, color adjustment curves, and we're gonna fix that spot specifically so that it looks a little bit more even. There we go. Save as, Back from Hiatus 4. Okay. Done on that one. Done on that one. We go no. Back from Hiatus 5. It's just a really simple thing. The thing that takes the most time when it comes to this is for me to actually draw out every single idea so that I can get them colored in and all that jazz. Traditional art does take me some time to do, mostly because I need to wait for things to dry in between, especially when it comes to a line art layer, because if you don't let that dry, then there's some smudging that happens, and that really affects the way that things look, and that's not what you want. You want it to look nice, you want it to look even, and you want it to not have any weird spots or smudging happening on your piece. So that's what I do. There we go, there we go, we're done with that one. Next one. So we're down to the last two, and it's this quick every single time I do this. It's just a heck of a lot easier for me to do in the system because it is a lot quicker. This is probably the only time you guys are going to see me talking about this, mostly because I don't think that my YouTube is aware of my comic. And second of all, I just think it's really important for me to show what I do for this comic, especially since my hiatus is done for it. I'm going to be trying to be more consistent with this comic, just so that I can post on a more regular basis. Again, this one isn't going to need to be fixed because it looks fine. And there we go. We're moving along with this. There. And then we fix this one. This is the last one right here. And we're going to go save as, back from hiatus 7. And enter and enter. I personally like saving my images on ping a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how the layout for Webtoon looks so that you can see everything that happens. Let's see. We want to do a display capture, and we're going to go over here. So this is what it looks like when you're publishing episodes. So the first thing that I do is I go to my dashboard under my account, and automatically my slice of life comic is going to show up here. So what I do next is I click add episode, and then I make the title. So back from hiatus. Typically my comics are 4 strips wide. For this one, because it was me coming back from my hiatus, I made sure to make it a little bit longer just to be a little bit more precise as to what I was showing. Okay. So then I select all the ones with the border on it. So you guys aren't going to be... Oh, actually, maybe you guys are actually seeing this one. And I upload my files. Now, if you see here, it says select an image to upload or drag the image file here for the thumbnail. So what I do, and automatically my first one is going to go to the bottom, so I fixed that right away. So what I do is I go back to Krita. I'm just going to shut this off real quick. We're going to go back to Krita, and we're going to use whichever one I want to showcase. Sometimes it is one of the... So in this case, I'm going to use this one. So what I do is I just take my crop tool and I crop square out from the comic itself. And I'm going to fix this again, just so that it's a little bit more even. There we go. And then I go save as, back from hiatus, icon, and then I undo that. And then we go back to display capture. And then from here we select the icon one, which is going to upload it to the place. And then that's basically all that I do for this. The next thing is I make sure that everything is going up properly, that everything looks fine, and everything is in order. And this looks like everything's in order. And then I make sure that it looks fine on mobile as well. And it looks fine on mobile. We're good to go. And then I write whatever I need to write here. I know that I have... I also make sure that what is written here is properly written, and then I can select if I want. This is new, that's why I'm a little stumped. So I can select to post it immediately, or I can select to schedule it for later. I'm glad they added the scheduling because I used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that this went up at the time that I needed it to go up. So today, now it's actually 3 o'clock in the afternoon that I set it for. So we're gonna go 15:0. And then that's when it'll go up. So then I hit publish episode. Do you wish to schedule? Yes. And that's it. So it's scheduled for today. It'll go up at 3 o'clock and it'll be ready. That's all I do for this. I hope that helps for those who've wanted to do this kind of stuff. This is how I do it, and I know that I'm gonna have to revise how I do this when I work on the other little side comic I want to do, just as a practice run for my actual comic. But this is what I do for my little slice of life, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this and you found it helpful, and yeah, ciao! Hello, you are listening to a pre-recorded outro. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, as well as the bell to be notified, and I'll see you all in the next video. Yumi-chan, over and out.